Good morning and happy Thursday. How are we today? I'm quite elated. Um, I'm sorry I'm a couple of minutes late. I really can't for you. I wanted to come on and tell you about a goal I set myself last year to reach 75 kilos. I didn't reach 75 kilo weight loss yet. I've reached 74.3. And I will get to the 75 and then we'll get lower. But yesterday I hit um, the 70s. I don't remember the last time I was in the 70s kilos, and that's huge for me. I started over 150 kilos, it's not 300 pounds, but I hit that. And it's pretty amazing. And it doesn't happen overnight. I started this journey a long time ago. I mean, I've been battling my weight my whole life. So, but what changed? That's what I want to talk to you about today, about setting goals. And if you're watching and I can't see you, tell me where you're coming in from. I'd love to know who I'm talking to and where you're based. I'm in Israel, originally from England, and been living in Israel for the last 9 years. 9 years in August it was. And yeah, and if you're watching the replay, tag yourself and let me know where you're calling in from. So I want to tell you a few practices that I do that have helped me to get to where I am. Obviously, I wrote that I want to reach my October 2018. I decided enough was enough, and I started with my capsules and shakes and changing my mindset. Without been working on mindset beforehand, I started to look at ways in which I could get moving towards my goals. Before I didn't just pick goals, and I had a big goal, was to be at my goal weight, whatever the goal weight is, by my 40th birthday, obviously 2021. But to get there, I can't just dream and hope and wish. So I set myself smaller goals, and like a few people say, 2 pounds at a time, 1 kilo at a time, and I did that. And the goal was every week to lose 2 pounds. At the beginning, I lost more, and then gradually it's like 1 or 2 pounds a week. But how have I changed everything in my life? Not just my weight, but my exercise, my strength, keeping showing up for myself every day. So there's a few things. I had this book, one of my many books, and I journal every single day. So in my journal, I write my gratitudes. I write them in the morning and the evening. So my gratitudes for today were, I'm so thankful that the person's going to be ready for Chag. Hi Beverly, good morning. Hi England. I'm so grateful that I was able to go to buy some furniture for my pet so that when we're in lockdown we have an extra space, not just looking at our homes. I'm so grateful that my husband was able to go to Shield last night because he hasn't been going to Shield because fear of corona, and he sent me pictures that they had these like plastic areas and shapes for capsules, and that everyone was being secure because I had no fear of that. I'm so grateful that my kids have been home all week. We haven't told one another, even though the schools are open, I don't want to risk. And my biggest gratitude was hitting 79.7 kilos. Now that's still a big weight, but for me, that is humongous. I am so grateful for that. And then I have my goals, my 10-year goals. I haven't written it down, but good morning, Annette. So with the goals, I write down my personal goals, about my mindset, how I want to feel about myself, that how I want to love myself and treat myself, how my relationships are with my husband, with my children, that I want to continue to be loving with my husband, to be in love with him forever, and to grow stronger with him, that my children feel secure and happy and are always healthy, as well as my husband always healthy, not just physically but emotionally healthy. I write my dreams about our next home, and I write these every single day, and what I want to do with my life, and how I want to be able to help other people, and to be able to volunteer, and have the time to give people, my financial goals about abundance, and my spiritual goals, what I want to be able to do, my meditation and everything, and what type of vibe I want in my life. And then I have my daily affirmation. My daily affirmation. I am super. So I write my affirmation. I have affirmations like I am worthy, I am happy, I am grateful, I am enough. But I also have this. I am super happy and grateful now that I am taking home X amount of money a month. It feels amazing. I am healthy. I am happy. I'm the best version of me. Thank you, Hashem. This is done. Now I also write, I'm grateful for my beautiful family. I'm grateful for taking my children into nature, because I get to take them to nature. Beautiful place, nature, most of the time. I'm grateful for where we get to live. I'm grateful for waking up this morning. I'm grateful to have food in our cupboards and food in our fridge, that I was able to go to the supermarket and get the last few bits for Rosh Hashanah. I am grateful that it is Thursday, and I'm grateful for calmness and serenity. And like writing these every day really, really helps to like bring a calm. And the more I write it, the more it like helps. Then I write down my ideal day every single day, what my ideal day would be if I was in the ideal financial situation, if everyone's healthy, if I have the time freedom, money freedom to do whatever I want, and I have everything down. And then in the evening before I go to bed, I write down what action did I take today to set me up for a better tomorrow as in tomorrow, and tomorrow as in the future. And also, would I hire me tomorrow? Did I show up for myself? Did I show up for people that need me? Was I the person I needed to be for me to... Oh, thank you so much, Beverly. You're so kind. Have I shown up and done what I promised myself I would do from morning to night? And we'll go on to that. So I do the Miracle Morning. Miracle Morning, Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod has literally changed my life. It talks about getting up an hour early every day to getting up an hour early for yourself. Because if you give to yourself, then you can give to others. Like, it's all well and good telling someone I love you, but if you don't love yourself and you don't put yourself first and show up for you, then how are you meant to show up for others? And for so much of my life, I wasn't in the right framework. So now I wake up every day. I meant to wake up at 4:40. This morning it was 6 o'clock. I wake up and I do my miracle morning. It's an hour, but I do my exercise for longer. I do my affirmations, transformations, and how it works is you do 10 minutes of silence. That can be moda'ani, a prayer, thinking, meditation. I actually have an amazing video I listened to from Abraham Hicks and his wife. It's 10 minutes to like put me in the right great frame of mind. And then I have 10 minutes of reading. So I have books like this. I have other personal development books that I try to read 10 pages every day. Because there's so much like social media. Like one thing that really helped, the fact that I got thrown out of Facebook, was I felt like I lost my limb, but it sort of brought me back to reality. And when I got into my new Facebook, I had found this new feature called Quiet Mode, and I turn my Facebook off from 10 o'clock every night to 7 in the morning. So when I wake up in the morning, I I might get text. I get a lot of inbox, but I can't go and scroll on my Facebook anymore. I have to wait till 7 o'clock. I don't turn it off. I don't get that anymore. So that means that I wake up. I have my 10 minutes of silence. I go to the bathroom. I clean my teeth. I put on my workout gear. I go to the salon. I read for 10 minutes. Then I write my gratitudes and my journaling that I talked about in the beginning. I do my exercise. I do my affirmations, which is also in my journal, and I read them out. I read them to myself in the mirror. So when I'm in the car, I'll look up at the mirror and I'll say my affirmations. I say them 3 or 4 times a day to actually get them in. And so there's savers is scribing, that's journaling or writing, affirmations, visualization. So I do my visualization. I often listen to Insight, people like Avi Bankovic, and close my eyes and visualize what I want to do in my future. I calm, like in the moment, be present and in the moment. Then I do my exercise. I do more than 10 minutes. I work out when I wake up, and then I try to go for a run, even if it's 20 minutes, half an hour. If I don't get it in the morning, I'll do it in the evening. I do my reading and silence. So that's scribing, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, and scribing, as in writing. And that's what I do. But to set goals, how I set goals is they have to be smart. So they are very, very specific. So now I've reached this goal. My new goal is to get to 70 kilos or 69.9 kilos. So I've written that down and I break that down into how I'm actually going to do it. I give myself realistic timing. So 70 kilos from now it should take like 3 months. So 90 days I give myself to get to 70 kilos. And then specific, time, achievable, it's realistic. And that's how I go about it. I do that for every area of my life. I do it short-term goals, long-term goals. Like I have my goals for the day. I have a list of what I need to do for my business, what I need to do for my health wellness business, what I need to do for my freelancing work, and I tick it off every day. I have task lists. If you have any goals or aspirations that you really would like to meet, anything, I can help you with the mindset to get there. Anything is achievable, really. I know people see me as a person who has lost a lot of weight, but it's more than just that. I've changed my health, not just my physical health, but my mental health. Hi, good morning, Emma. Good morning, Sophie. Not just my mental health, my physical health. I've changed every way of my life. I'm still not the mother I want to be. I know that. And I'm actually on my way home to my children. But I have goals in every area of my life, and I set them and I write them down. And I live life with intention now. Before I would live life, probably it's 9:30. My kids probably woke up like at 8:30 because I have been out shopping, so I wasn't there. I would have been lazy. I would have got up when they got up. I would have been like, I'm tired because it's hot today. Now I jump out of bed with a spring in my step. I'm happy, and what I do recommend to people is, and what's really helped is that when you set your alarm, don't put it on snooze. I'll tell you why. Because when you set your alarm, you have an intention from the day before that you're going to wake up at a specific time, right? So when I set my alarm at 4:40, I wake up with that intention that I'm going to set my alarm and be up and ready to go at 4:30. But as soon as I press snooze, I have already broken a promise to myself. Now, would I break a promise to my children? Like my daughter was saying, "Oh, you promised me to take me to the ice cream store. You promised me to buy me a dog." I can't break promises to my children. I don't break commitment and promise to my husband. Right? I married him 9 years ago, and I intend to, God willing, be married forever. Good morning, Rose. How are you? So nice to see you. And don't 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 go and do what I used to do and snooze for like 5 times. Just don't break that first promise of the day. Once you've broken the first promise of the day, you're setting yourself up for failure. That's how I see it. And there is no such thing as failure in life. You're either winning or learning, or if you're trying to lose weight, you're either losing or learning. But there's no such thing as failure, because life, you don't fail. The only time you fail is maybe an exam, and who likes exams? But life is so much more than an exam. It's about living it, and it's about growing and progressing. And I had set myself a goal last October to be at 75, like to get down to 75 kilos by April. Corona hit, and I just coasted on and retained and go up 2 kilos and down and up and down, but I stayed within like 5 kilos, and now it's just going down, 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 down. But it wasn't a failure. I learned from that. My husband buys naughty food and brings it in the house, and before he would buy it and hide it, and now I know where it is. And one thing is out of sight, out of mind really, really helps. So my goal is now this week, right? I want to get to 77 kilos. That's exactly half my body weight I lost. I want to do that. That's another 2 kilos. I want to do that by October. So I have very, very clear goals, and how I'm going to achieve that is, it's Rosh Hashanah, but we have Rosh Hashanah every single year, and I used to say, like, I remember in England, in my mum's home, she would make the most exquisite food. Like, she'd make pavlova, and she'd make chicken soup, and all these yummy things with lokshen and knedlach and mandels, and I'd be like, oh, okay, so I'm going to eat all this stuff, and then, on Sunday or Monday, I'm going to change. There's no point saying, I will do something. Like, live in the moment, enjoy the present, because that's where you're at, and the more you enjoy your life in the moment, the more you progress to where you want to be. Because when I say, oh, I do my kickstart on the first Monday usually of every month. So I say I'm going to do my kickstart, but like, I'm living a healthy lifestyle all the time. So I'm not having my 2 shakes a day for the whole period, but I have 1 shake a day. Like, I'm living how I want to be all the time. So I'm trying to live in the present, and I don't know if you saw at the beginning, I write my goals in the present. So I am now at 50 kilos, for example. I don't know to 50 kilos, but I should be because of my height, but I'm nearly 40, so that's not a goal now. My goals are, I am strong, I can fit into the clothes I want to, I don't wake up in the morning and think, oh my god, what am I going to wear today? I can go into a regular shop. Those are my goals, rather than setting number goals. And I will get to the 70 kilos just because it's a marker. I will get to 70 kilos in the next 90 days or before. And I have to follow my smaller goals in between. So if you want any help with goal setting, please feel free to message me. I can help you break down the goals, and they're specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and have a time frame. So I am going to hit some major goals in the next 105 days. One of my goals is these 100 live videos. This is live video number 2. I'd love your feedback. I was really nervous because I wrote on my wall that I was going to speak at a specific time, and I'm normally more disorganized and just go mad. I hope it was informative for you and you enjoyed it, and I'd love your feedback. Have an amazing Thursday. Good luck with all the cooking for Chag and preparing your houses, and I hope you get everything that you need before lockdown in our beautiful country, and go enjoy some nature. I'm going to take my kids into nature, so before we get locked down tomorrow, because they need some breath of fresh air before we don't have schools, not schools and parks. So have an amazing, amazing Thursday, and don't forget to do your gratitudes. Thankful Thursday, Surrender. I love and appreciate you all for staying on and listening. I really, really appreciate you taking the time to listen to this. And I'm sorry I can't see who's on right now, but thank you to all of you for being here, and have a beautiful, blessed Thursday. Bye for now.